I just found out. Hold on, Face ID beauty. Okay, so here's a topic. Girlfriend 30 places her boyfriend on a performance improvement plan. There's a video to it.
I don't want to see it.
But yeah, we can kind of understand what performance improvement plan means.
Tell our listeners that don't know. Yeah, you have to do that.
Hold on. I'll play the video.
For those of you not in tech, PIP stands for Performance Improvement Plan, and it's what you get put on when they're about to fire you. So my boyfriend and I were having a lot of issues in the beginning, like a lot. And ultimately, I felt like we weren't compatible, even though we had a lot of love for each other. So as a last straw, we decided to do like a performance improvement plan. And before you come at me, I know it's kind of harsh to some of you, but he's an engineer, and sometimes it's really hard to communicate with him without using something that he can already relate to. Plus, he kind of liked it. So we had a shared note with daily and weekly tasks he needed to do and a set of things that he needed to work on. And it worked out really well. Like even now, for our household chores, things that he's responsible for.
The fuck am I, a hamster?
That has been the only thing that has stuck and works. Like anything I need done, I just add it onto the Kanban board and he'll get it done. But if I just tell him, he'll forget about it. We also do weekly retrospectives where we check in with each other at the end of each week to see how we're doing. And that's my favorite. I'm going to share with you guys how I pipped my boyfriend in real life.
God's thoughts.
Believe this, bro.
I'm trying not to talk this episode. Matthew, your thoughts. Casting your... No, I'm kidding.
I think
I'm so
I think as a
disappointed in this
method of
fucking
communication, I'm going to come from an optimistic standpoint here, boys. I think from a method of communication, I think it's a good way to communicate between a female and a male who's very logical and a female is very emotional. They took a very logical stance at improvement, but having an actual like plan for it, like that's kind of like a little bit over the top.
Putting tasks on a board for me?
Yeah, that's kind of a bit
The
over
fuck
the
is
top.
this? Oh, I'm in elementary school and I walk in, the teacher has multiple different things for me. What? No, fam. No.
Dylan, make sure you do your homework.
That sounds
Check
like my
the
mother.
board.
That's
Check
what sounds
the
like my
board.
mother, bro. Like, no, it sounds like my teacher, bro. You're my girlfriend.
I'm gonna applaud them and say that like
It was
I'm glad she was able to come up with something that actually like resonated with him and a communication strategy that worked. I'll give her kudos for that. But
Yes.
like
The way she explained it was like,
if my girl is giving me tasks coming through like emails and shit, like saying do this, do that, I'm gonna be like, yo, why didn't you just tell me? Why do we need to put it through like a board? I was
thank
like,
you.
Yo, tell me.
Thank you.
I'll be a man. I'll write it down. I'll get what I need to get done.
I understand some people have a hard time with like remembering certain things. Let's say, for example, we say, oh, yo, Wednesday we're podding or whatever, and Wednesday comes and someone doesn't show up, like, yo, friend, where are you? Oh, I completely forgot we had a pod. Like, it's like, yo, those are like things that it's up to you to figure it out, up to you to remember. You're gonna give me a task board? I feel like this is so disrespectful. I feel like that's rude.
He needed it though.
Yo, as the man though, you gotta own. You gotta own your shit.
For him, that's cool. Maybe that works for him. But I'm saying if my show were to come to me with that kind of thing, I'm not rolling with it.
It's not for you though. She literally specifically said
she's running that relationship.
Man, hold on. She literally specifically said he's an engineer. This is what works with him for his day to day.
So he's probably an introvert.
Yeah.
So man, hold on. We're not talking over each other this episode. So I'm gonna implement this for our relationship. So with you, you have your own board. I don't know how often you use it, but what do you use to remember shit? Right. Okay. So if your thing says, "Yo, I'm gonna send you alerts for reminders to see on your phone because you have a iPhone and an Apple Watch on you every time." You have it on you? Yeah. So what if she sends you alerts every time to do certain things? Just because you don't remember though.
Oh, if I don't remember.
That's what that's specifically what she was talking
And that's
about.
what I'm saying. That's fine for them. But I'm saying if my shorty were to want to try something like this with me, is what I'm saying. I'm saying no to it, is what I'm saying.
So what are you going to do as a man to try to do the things that you forget? For example, we're staying on the example of forgetting.
Matt, is the example of me forgetting to do stuff? Or is it's an aspect of the relationship with them two weren't working because of that one reason for them?
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
That's the same thing. You just said the same thing.
What I'm saying is they're having problems in a relationship because he's forgetting stuff.
Yes.
And I'm answering the question as I'm not doing this if my girlfriend were to bring this to me, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
So I remixed it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I know you remixed it.
And asked you, so what methods would you allow your thing to show you, hey, use this so you could remember?
I don't forget stuff, though. I don't forget stuff.
Okay, so for the
So then what do you want me to do if I don't forget
You're
stuff?
Mr. Perfect. It's okay. He doesn't forget anything ever, right?
I don't forget when it comes to tasks to get done. If you show me, hey, this, and this to get done that day, I'm not gonna say I forgot. Like, no, I remember that shit.
But in the case of you just forgetting, because
Okay,
you have forgotten before.
I'll use my phone. I'll just use my phone, my notes.
Yeah, I don't know why he's acting like he doesn't forget anything.
I'm talking about tasks, though. I'm just talking about tasks in general.
Me too.
I wouldn't have to use anything else other than my brain for me to. I would need someone to send me a list of things I need to get done. If you were to show me, hey, Wednesday's this, Tuesday's that. I use my brain. I don't use my phone when it comes to that.
I think it's a productive thing, Matt.
I don't use that.
It's good, but in that scenario, like she's wearing the pants.
Exactly. That's disrespectful.
She's
that shit with
steering
me.
I don't
that.
think
She's
it's
owning that
disrespectful.
relationship. She's
I think
steering
it's
the relationship. In
Why do you
a
think-
relationship, the man
that's
should be
disrespectful.
like running the shit.
Yeah, but he can't run it. Though.
Anytime I want you to do a task, I just add it to the list. This is like from what? What kind of
Okay.
shit is this?
Yeah, but I'm not rolling with you guys though, because she's actively trying to make the relationship a better thing.
And that's good for
I
them.
applaud
That's
I
great for them.
applaud her for that.
Yeah, that's great for them. But
applaud
I'm
her
saying
for
if
that.
it were to be brought to me, that's not how I'm rolling. I'm not doing that.
Why are you so close to it?
Meanwhile, I'm so close to it. Like, what do you mean? Why am I so close to it? I don't like it.
Why are you
that's
so
just the way.
close-
That's
why are
the
you
way
so-
I feel about it.
so-
I don't like the fact that you're able just to make a list of things and you're gonna email it to me when no, you can just communicate
seems-
to me.
so the
you
whole
can
thing-
communicate to me simply and show me what you like me to do. You don't have to send me a list of things or go about it that way of
The
doing.
whole
I don't
thing
like
behind that, it seems like it's very like one-sided. Like,
Yeah.
like she's pretty much come up with this system to like divvy shit
him.
off just for him. It's not like
Yeah.
going two ways.
It's
that's
not.
that's pretty much the way I look at it.
So she actually said in that video, and Matt, you might have to run it back, but she said in that video is for the both of us. She just uses it more so for him to do those tasks that he keeps forgetting. So I'm not gonna take one point of this and like switch it up. I think it's a good thing because it's someone actually trying to say like, hey, I want to actually make this work. So let's do this. Because he didn't want to do anything to make it work. He didn't advise anything. You're just going to let shit keep going. She was getting frustrated with, yo, you keep forgetting these tasks to do on the day-to-day. Can you play one more time, please? One more time. Because I want to hear the disconnect with Cordell in this. Like, I think it's a productive thing.
Just restart it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boyfriend in real life. For those of you not in tech, PIP stands for Performance Improvement Plan, and it's what you get put on when they're about to fire you. So my boyfriend and I were having a lot of issues in the beginning, like a lot. And ultimately, I felt like we weren't compatible, even though we had a lot of love for each other. So as a last straw, we decided to do like a performance improvement plan. And before you come at me, I know it's kind of harsh to some of you, but he's an engineer, and sometimes it's really hard to communicate with him without using something that he can already relate to.
Oh, she's
Plus, he
adapting
kinda
to
liked
him.
it.
Okay.
So we had a shared note with daily and weekly tasks he needed to do and a set of
needed
things
to
that he
do.
needed to work on.
Okay.
And it worked out really well. Like even now, for our household chores, things that he's responsible for, we use a Kanban board. That has been the only thing that has stuck and works. Like anything I need done, I just add it onto the Kanban board and he'll get it done. But if I just tell him, he'll forget about it. We also do weekly retrospectives where we check
it's
in
just
with
too
each other at
one-sided.
the end of each week to see how we're doing. And that's my favorite. I'm going to share with you guys how I picked my boyfriend.
You're saying it's one-sided just because it's...
She comes
Her.
from her frame is saying like it seems very one-sided based
It
on the
is.
frame of the actual like the way
I
she
put tasks
it.
that I want him to get done. It's not tasks that
Exactly.
we're both getting done.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
but
it comes
who-
from that kind of
so-
frame.
but
But
who's-
she
sorry,
did
Matt,
say
go ahead.
she did say it's like a shared note. So like, but like it seems like she's the boss.
It's interesting.
And he's like an employee.
But
Exactly.
she introduced it. So she's trying to get her shit off. Naturally, just because if say it's us trying to make sure our shorty does something, we got to introduce it to her in a way that she would understand.
Of course.
So I think what she's doing actually is productive. And I like,
I think it's cool and productive for their relationship, and that's cool and that's good for them. But I'm saying if that would try to bring it to my relationship, for example, that wouldn't work.
There's a lot of people I know that would not roll with that because it seems like that like it just becomes like a second job. Like that's almost like what it's like.
I don't
and
think
it
I'm in a
feels like-
like,
yeah, it feels like I'm just
I don't think
like
I'm in a
I'm your
relationship.
fucking like housemate. That's really what it feels like.
If you guys were that like disconnected because of tasks that he was just forgetting, and you guys have mad love for each other, which is cool, I don't think that's gonna help anything in the long run. I think it's a cool fix for now. In the future, I don't know, is that really gonna work? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think so.
I like it. I'm rolling with it, and I think that's a productive thing to do on her side because some people would just leave it alone and be like, oh, whatever. But
I applaud her for coming up with something that's like relatable to him.
That part's cool.
He'd be able to,
That part's cool. I just don't
agree
like the
with
fact it feels like a full-time job. It doesn't feel like I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The way she's saying is just like, oh yeah, anytime there's any other tasks I need to get done, I just add it to the list.
yeah, and who's to say that he can't add shit himself?
It doesn't sound like he is.
It's a shared
That's
thing,
on
though.
him though.
It
Again, I'm
sounds like
saying
it just
Yeah.
sounds,
sounds like it's just all
from
one
our
side. That's
perspective,
my
it sounds
thing.
very one-sided.
Yeah,
That's my thing.
But yeah,
I would love to hear his side. to
let
be
us
honest.
know what you guys think in the comments.
He should sit down for once still. He should sit down on this on another reel.
Yo,
and, like,
comment down below on this
I don't know.
reel and comment down below on this YouTube video as well. Let us know what you think.
I sound like a bitch.
I don't think he's a bitch. I don't think so. I'm rolling with Shorty. She's trying to make it work.
I think
She's trying to make it work. And
I think he's the kind of man that when your shorty comes to you and is like, yo, you need to clean the toilet, you need to do this, you need to do this. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
And I think she's just done her shit.
if that's what he's doing, then
Or
that's
or he's probably been like, yeah, I'll do it. And in the back of his mind, he's like, no, I'm not doing that.
I think we're deep diving, and I think it's as simple as, yo, I've done all my tasks. Can you please do yours?
Well, that's him.
Okay.
He sound like a bucket then.
Yeah, we in this scenario, I think we need more. I think we need his perspective. We need to bring him on the pod and be like, yo, what's going on?
I want him to drop a reel. I want them to drop another reel together.
Yeah, drop a reel. Like, yo,
talk
talk
about that
about
same
this
thing
shit.
again, so we can get a better
'Cause
sense of
they-
what's popping.
This has potential to change a lot of relationships.
It could.
If,
And if it works for them,
if
it
it's a
works for
solid
them.
system, if it's a solid system, it might work for some people.
What would you guys do in that situation?
If my shorty brought me a pit plan,
No, if you had to show your shorty something, and you need her to,
Like for example, if I'm trying to communicate with her and she's not doing stuff, for example, like that she's supposed to be doing,
and she's just forgetting, like she said.
I'd just be like, fix up or we're done.
Next, right? Or
same thing. Fix up.
Fix up.
Straight.
You guys are great.
No, real shit. Fix up.
Yo, the thing is though, if people
How do you
people-
have so much on your brain that you can't simply do the tasks you're supposed to be doing on a day-to-day basis?
my argument
or remember
is
just to do the simplest things. Like,
if it's
that doesn't work for me.
important to you, you're gonna find a way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
If it's important to you, you'll come up with a system. Like you'll create a task list, like Cordell said. Like you'll create a task list and you'll make sure you get it done.
I don't think you get bored for you to check on, and then we have to email you the things you need to do for the week.
Have a weekly retrospective.
Fuck. If you know next
the
week of a
one thing-
wedding, then
The
write
one
it down
thing, the
somewhere.
one
if
thing out of
works
that
with
that
you.
I do like, and I mentioned this something on the pod before, is having like that retrospective, having a chat with your significant other every single week about everything that week that pissed you the fuck off.
little sit down, little 30
I
minute sit
think
down.
I think
Oh,
that
that's
out of
cool.
all that shit that she had, that's the best thing you can do.
That's cool.
And I'm a big advocate for that in every single fucking relationship.
I don't rate that though. End of the week shit.
End of the
It's
week,
not- it's not realistic.
have a conversation for like 15, 20 minutes about anything that pissed you off, what went well, what didn't go well. Like, yo, you need
like
to
that.
hash shit out. You can't let shit build up.
I like that. Because you do, then it's going to lead
You
to
need
like
to,
a bigger
you need to get shit off
a
your
bigger
mind
thing.
because a lot of people, a lot of times in relationships, they'll be scared to speak up to their significant other because they don't want to hurt them or whatever it is. That's a safe space and an opportunity for you both to be vulnerable and be like, yo, this really pissed me off. Don't do that again.
I just don't like that just because it's like, yo, you're saving that for the end of the week.
Ideally, you tell them in the moment.
Thank you.
But if you're that kind of person that kind of holds back and is like kind of like scared to actually do that,
You can't be.
then
You can't be
Dude,
scared to hold back in general.
you
Can't
shouldn't.
be dating someone that you're scared to share certain shit
Can't.
with, right? So
Yeah.
that's why I'm just like, I don't roll with that because it's
We're
not
human
realistic.
though. We're human though. So
And
some people won't call out bad behaviors right when it happens. They'll kind of like push it under the rug and they'll be like,
True.
okay, if they do it again, then I'll call them out for it.
Yeah,
True.
so
That's
but
terrible, though.
That's the thing though. Say my shorty pisses me off and does some stupid shit on
Mm-hmm.
Monday. I'm supposed to hold that, act like everything's cool, go through Tuesday, Wednesday, either be salty or act like everything's cool and then bring it up Sunday.
Ideally,
Not fucking with that.
ideally, call it out. Call it out when it happens.
So we're not saving it until the end of the week.
This
I'm still- Instantly
this
that-
is
instantly that
this
goes
this this is the most ideal scenario. You call it out that and you let her know like, yo, this is how that made me feel when you did that, and then you'd be like, yo, Can't talk about it now. We got shit to do this
Wait, Matt,
week.
Matt, time out. Are you rolling with which one? What you
Yes.
were starting with, or what?
Because Matt,
I'm still rolling with what you said at the beginning of like whatever would happen throughout the week, and you can't communicate about it at that time because you want to hold on to it. Then after we talk about it,
Call shit out
Yeah.
immediately.
So you shit.
Call shit out immediately, and you want to do that thing at the end of the week where you hash shit out. It can be positives and negatives.
So Matt's jumping on both sides. I'm sticking with mine just because you have to get shit off there and then. If you leave it until later, the whole week you're gonna be like, fucking.
But sometimes there's certain situations that would happen that someone else just does within your relationship. Sometimes you just brush it to the side because it's actually not as serious as you thought. It gives you time just to think about it for a second.
It's
Like,
small
am I
things.
overreacting, or like, let me just think about it for a second? Because in the moment you might be overreacting, and you have a chance to little cool out.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Let me just say,
If it's still something,
Sorry, keep
if
going.
it's still
Okay.
something that's bothering you, then for sure talk about it.
so you're with Matt then, for sure. Talk about it.
No. If there's something that pissed you off,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying, to wait till the end of the week. If someone were to come up in a relationship and
Right.
and just say, for example, she forgot to do whatever, and it pissed you off the fact that she forgot to pay that one bill.
Mm-hmm.
You're pissed at the moment. You bring it up to her. You guys are having an argument or talking about whatever the case may be. Maybe it's best like, hey, it's not that serious of a situation. Maybe I can just leave it. It's not that serious. I don't have to have a conversation about it. But maybe at the end of the week, if it's still bothering me, then we can have that conversation. Is what I'm saying.
It's not realistic.
I'm just saying that that could be a way of doing things.
It could.
I could roll with that.
It could just be, but also if you mention something, right, to said person, they're gonna be like, okay, like, how are we gonna resolve this then throughout the week? But no, we had to save it until Sunday because we won't talk about it.
I'm not
like,
saying.
That's
I
why.
think that you're taking it too like literal.
Okay.
Taking it too literal is the fact that, oh, you pissed me the fuck off. No, we're not gonna talk till Sunday. It's not that. It could be this fact of something may were to happen. May not be as serious as it needs to be, but if it's still something that bothers me, it could be something we could talk about at the end of the week. We have a little sit down, a little therapy session.
So why are you doing that to yourself then?
We can talk about it more at length.
Because I feel like sometimes in certain situations, people overreact in the moment.
It gives you some
The
time
thing
to think.
that happened isn't that serious that we need to actually have a conversation about it, is what I'm saying. It's something that it was light that we don't need to talk about. And I'm just over it now, is what I'm saying.
There's so many times all guys that I've talked to would go back and forth with their things, like with them being present, and is deaded, and then she goes home and calls you back and gets her shit off. So that's where I'm relating with, well, you might as well just say everything now. Let's get through it. Even if you need time. Okay, yo, honestly, I need 1-2 day. Because it goes back to what you're saying. Yo, sometimes you need to take time, take a step back,
Before
think about it.
Yeah, before saying something.
I just can't wait, because if you give it so much time, then everything is gonna be looked at as, yo, how come you didn't just talk to me about it there, but you waited until our special day? And it goes back to even you saying, yo, the planned dates is shaky just because shit happens.
It does.
So say she does one thing, right? You address it, but you say, yo, we're gonna talk about it at the end of the week on our usual set days.
Last thing that came up when I googled porn for women, I did not know existed. It's something called audio porn. It's exactly what it says.
Matt, cool out. So even with that though,
It's happening.
even with that, I just can't do it. I just can't do it for me personally.
I feel you.
Because I have to get my shit off. Like, I have to be able to say how I feel, and
In the moment.
or even take the one day to just address it and then be like, okay, but I need my own time to just think about it 1-2 day. I can't let it be at the end of the week or whatever, just because even if she does more shit to add on to it, I can't say it like it's just gonna be a lot.
A, B, C, D.
It's just gonna be a lot of pressure at the end of the week, and it's gonna be a lot of smoke. That's a lot of smoke to give someone at once. Like, you guys, I don't know. Every time I hear a man say that though, I get triggered, because I'm like, that does not work. Like, that literally does not work, because Matt's saying this, and he's only been in a 7-week relationship.
7 months. 7 months.
Sorry, back in high school. This fucking guy.
Well, I don't know. Again, like, how much shit is really? Oh my god. Well, Matt, you can't really answer this question because you've never been in a real relationship for a period of time. But how much shit does really pop off in a week? God damn it! If that much shit's popping off in a week, should y'all really be together?
If you guys are living
Every
if you
week?
guys are living together, there's gonna
week?
be little things that piss you off.
For sure.
Because
Every week?
you're gonna
Y'all
have
can have a
pet
clean
peeves,
week?
and oftentimes your significant other will probably do some shit to piss you off.
From not picking up her shit, from not cleaning up the sink with her hair, from just the bunch of shit that you're so used to. Now it's merged with everything that she does,
Yeah.
and you guys have to.
When you
gel
live
with-
together, it's a different
it's
story.
different, totally different, for sure. I'm rolling.